Alright guys, yes, so let's talk about fun topics, okay? Let's start talking about fun topics. Okay, so let's see, what should we talk about today? Alright guys, let's talk about the look today, alright? So this is kind of like, the Papa Don't Preach look from Madonna's video. Was it Papa Don't Preach where she's dancing? No, I think it's Open Your Heart. She's got that little outfit where she's got, it's like a leggings attached to a top, right? Kind of like one bodysuit kind of thing. And maybe it's leggings and a top, I'm not sure, but, and it's got that heart-shaped top, right? The top part is like a heart-shaped thing, which is like what this is like, right? So it's like a heart-shaped on the top, right? And it's super cute. Obviously I don't have the leggings, but in general it's super cute, it looks really good. So yes guys, I look extremely feminine and I look like Madonna at that time. Yes, I look a lot like Madonna, and of course that's exciting, right? Now, obviously I'm not trans, so it's not like, to me it's not gender dysphoria, it's more like, just I want the most feminine look, the most masculine look. So when I have the most feminine look, the most masculine look, it pleases me very much because then I'm accomplishing my goal as a creator of what I want to perform like. And yes guys, remember, no matter how beautiful or thin or fit or overweight or whatever you are, you should never feel bad about yourself, right? Obviously it's healthier to be fit and thin. It's healthier to be fit and thin. So you want to be fit and thin, generally speaking. But it's not the end of the world. If you're bigger, if you're healthy, you can lose weight at any time if you want to. If you don't want to, don't worry about it. But in general, we should all feel good about what we offer the world. And even if we're a trans person, we shouldn't have to be extremely feminine, right? We shouldn't have to be extremely feminine. We should be able to, look however we want, right? Now there's this trans person. She's kind of like always talking. There's one girl. She's talks about her all the time. She's like, so this trans person always talks about these really controversial topics. So I forget what her name is, I don't remember what her name is, but she's trans, and she goes into this restaurant, and she's worried about the service she's getting. She's like, oh, they're calling me sir right away, why are they calling me sir, can't they tell I'm a woman, all that, right? And this other creator, I think her name is Brandy, I'm not sure what her name is, but I think the other girl's name is Brandy, I'm not 100% sure, but she's saying, if you look like a sir, even if you're not intending to look like a sir, even if you have gender dysphoria because you look like a sir, or whatever, or even if you don't look like a sir but you're called sir, I mean, why worry about it, right? I mean, the point is, you go to a restaurant, the waiter or waitress is not going to say everything you desire all the time, right? Some waitresses might not like you, some waiters might think you're too masculine or too feminine, whatever person you are, right? So you can't control what people say, so instead of worrying about, oh, is this person calling me sir when I'm a woman, and a lot of trans people go through that, right? Because they want to be considered feminine enough to be, considered a woman, right? So, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? I mean, if you want to be considered a woman, you definitely want people to look at you and say, hey, she's a woman, right? But not everyone's going to be on the same page, and it's just the way people are, right? I'm very attractive, but some people will say sir to me, right? As a woman, whatever. Or they say anything, right? Because maybe they're jealous of attractive people or whatever, or maybe they just don't like any drag queens or whatever, right? Or cross-dressers, whatever, right? So you know what I mean? You can't win them all, right? Even if I'm like the best looking person on earth, but I still get harassed, right? Not always, but I mean in general, everyone does, right? So what are you going to do about it, right? Well, there's no point in bothering with it, right? So in general, it's something that, this girl, she's talking about, another thing she was talking about was just that, so she's talking about how people call her sir in a restaurant. But another thing she was talking about was Kurt Cobain being a trans person. Like obviously Kurt Cobain unalived himself, the trigger warning, right? Unalived himself, very sad situation. And he dealt with that. Well, he's gone now, but this trans person was saying, oh, Kurt Cobain was definitely a trans person, right? But, I mean, it's possible, right? But, I mean, to respect someone that passed away, you don't really venture a guess. But, I mean, some people don't care, right? I mean, if you think he was, I mean, it's up to you, right? I mean, they were going on about saying, how dare this person say that, not in a mean way, but just be like, why are you saying he's trans when he's passed away? Respect him as a person, just don't say anything, right? But I mean, there's nothing wrong with venturing a guess. I mean, but as long as you're not rude about it, right? I mean, Kurt Cobain was a great performer, super talented. We wouldn't have wanted him to feel bad if he was trans. But, people can speculate all they want, say whatever. I mean, it's just like when Marilyn Monroe had her, like Hugh Hefner did harass her and stuff like that in life, right? I mean, that's not right. It's not something you should do. Marilyn Monroe was fabulous, but I mean, people do it, right? So I mean, it's not something you should do. You shouldn't harass someone that passed away. You shouldn't assume their gender or anybody's gender for that matter. But people do it, right? So it's not a crime. But at the end of the day, Kurt Cobain was a major talent, super good-looking guy, and to say he was transgender, well, I mean, some people debate whether that's an issue or not. But in general, what's the big deal really? But then it's also like we have to respect him as well. But as long as you're doing it in a way where you're not harming anybody. I mean, people talk about people and they say things about people. I mean, anybody can say maybe they thought he was gay. I mean, anybody can say anything, right? Maybe they thought he was hating being a celebrity. I mean, you never know, right? We all can say whatever we want, right? But there are some rules, in general, like common courtesy where you leave people alone, right? Anyway, thank you for watching. Bye, guys. Thank you so much. Au revoir. Bye now. Bye, Gazetta.